YouTube, I'm going to be reacting to the TCG ban list as a Master Duel player, and after just hosting an OCG ban list tournament, let's see how funny and how crazy and how messed up that ban list is compared to Master Duel. Would it really make Master Duel better? I want to know in the comments, do you want the TCG ban list to be applied into Master Duel? Let's hop into this.
There can only be one winner, and you're looking at it. Let's go.
Now, the context going into this, these are the top decks in Master Duel right now. Objectively, these are tournament-topping decks among all the community events. Sword Soul Tenyi being the most dominant. We have the most popular cards in the game being in order. Maxi top 2, semi-limited Call by the Grave. These are the most popular cards in the game. And if you want an even bigger snapshot of what's doing well in the game, here's the last week of decks that are doing well in Master Duel. All of this. Some of these decks are not possible if we were to abide by the TCG ban list. Let's look at the TCG ban list. Boom. Dragoon is not banned. So that's a huge thing right away that we should talk about, is the Dragoon is banned in Master Duel, but not banned in TCG. Keck, wait. This card is nuts. You could make this with the Red Eyes Fusion. Red Eyes Fusion used with Anaconda, but now I believe Anaconda is restricted in both OCG and TCG. So instead of summoning DPE, you have a Dragoon that could negate a spell, trap, or monster effect. It's an Omni negate. When a card or effect is activated, you discard one card, negate the activation, gain 1,000. That's nuts. So let me know, would this be okay in the context of us already summoning DPE? This seems better than DPE, but DPE also gives you the draw 2, Pod Agreed with the Celestial. So that's one thing I do commend TCG for, because I do suspect we're going to be laughing at TCG expense over how many cards they have restricted. They're over restrictive, I think so. But this is the one thing where they're letting us be a little crazy. Let's move on to Maxi banned. Maxi is banned in the TCG. Now, if you really want to scare a TCG player after they're talking trash, they're trying to gatekeep you from learning Yu-Gi-Oh! And enjoying the game, just show them a Maxi and they're gonna go, oh God! Maxi, you tell me, are you okay with Maxi in the Master Duel? I think Maxi makes the game a lot more exciting. I do think there are many arguments where it does make the game less competitive. Yes, I think Maxi is good to use against a turn 1 player, but turn 2, if you're going second and they Maxi you trying to break their board, that's when Maxi becomes really toxic. Otherwise, the Maxi being able to restrict the power of turn 1, I do like that in a lot of ways, but I think sometimes in many circumstances, on stream especially as a content creator, when someone takes the Maxi challenge, the excitement of the game goes through the roof. But as a competitive player, I can fully understand this card being incredibly annoying to deal with and not being fun to play against. Now, moving on. What else? Protoss is banned. Protoss banned. Protoss. You know what? I can't make fun of TCG for banning Protoss, because I do think Protoss is not healthy for the game. It's a random floodgate. Generally, it's going to lock your opponent out of dark monsters. I think winning off of Protoss is really toxic. So this, in a way, I'm with TCG on this. Now, Master Plan? Are you kidding me? This is not even top tier in Master Duel. This is an instance where they're being little wussies. If we look at Master Plan is generally being played at 2. The Spiral deck is far from top tier. I know this used to be a tier 0 deck back in the day, but that just shows how outdated this ban list is to have Master Plan banned. And if I control F the word Spiral, not only is Master Plan banned, you also have Quick Fix limited to 1. That is overkill. We have limited to 1 Quick Fix and unbanned Master Plan, and the deck is far from top tier. It is not top tier. It's a good enough deck to maybe be a rogue pick and do well sometimes in a tournament. Here's a good sample deck, and definitely get Diamond 1. But top tier, it ain't it. It ain't it. They have overbanned the Spiral. What else is Spiral Resort is also. TCG hates Spiral. Wow. We don't have a restriction on the Spiral field spell. We don't have a restriction on Master Plan. This is limited to 1, banned and limited to 1. That is immense overkill. Now, let's go back up to the top. What else is funny here? Looking at block tracking. In many circumstances, you might think, okay, block dragon's okay. I'll tell you generally my thoughts about the ban list is going to be kind of a spoiler that anything that's not a floodgate, if it just makes the game crazier and it's not top tier, I'm kind of okay with it. Block Dragon was top tier in Adamantipator. It has kind of fallen off. Block Dragon, I think, is a card that would, it's okay to be maybe limited or semi-limited. Maybe it should not be limited to, unlimited to 3. I know the majority are playing it at 3. I do think it's healthy for the game that your opponent has to depend on the Grand Knight to search it, because then Impermanence or Valor then becomes a counter to Block Dragon. Hard drawing Block Dragon is the same feeling as your opponent hard drawing Fusion Destiny. It feels undeserved. I don't like that. I like that you are able to counter the Anaconda from dumping the Fusion Destiny, but then to just hard draw Block Dragon or hard draw the Fusion Destiny, not cool. But yeah, limit to 1, Adamantipator, not top tier right now, it used to be. Here's what the deck looks like. Let's move on. What else is hit on this ban list? They're quite crazy. There is so many cards that are banned that are Ava. Ava is banned. Ava is tied to Drytron, tied to Ben 10. So let's see. Drytron is anything. Drytron's not on the ban list at all. Ben 10. Ben 10 semi-limited. Now, if we look at Master Duel, let's look at Ben 10, and let's look at the deck it's being used in. Drytron. Again, a deck that was X top tier. That Konami was able to show that by just limiting the Ben 10 to 1, that they were still allowing the Ava. It makes the deck a good deck, but not the best deck anymore. A lot of people say that the Drytron deck was overrepresented because there was a coin flip glitch where people could guarantee go first on the ladder, nullifying all their losses by whenever they would go second, they would just close the game down, re-enter to go first. That might be the case. I'm not sure about that, because that does not go for tournaments where we didn't allow that glitch to happen. But maybe Ava could be unbanned if we are going to look at this example where Ben 10 could be limited to 1. Now, is Ava toxic by itself? Again, my philosophy is I'm all about interaction. Anything that's anti-interaction, floodgatey, is not good. Ava, in the context of giving you a ton of resources for your Herald of Ultimateness, that's kind of a floodgate. Ava kind of turns this into a floodgate. Ava being used to search for Herald of Orange Light, Ava being used in an agent deck, I think that's okay. This is fine. This is healthy use of Ava. This in no way is creating a floodgate. So for Ava to be banned and a deck like Agents can't touch Ava because of this, what the hell? Not cool. Now, moving on, let's go back to the top again. Let's see anything else that's banned that maybe should not be banned. As for meta-relevant cards, this looks to be the Harp Horror. Why is this banned? What? What? Orchist? Banned? I'm sorry if this offends you, but just going through this ban list so far, it makes me feel like the TCG, Konami, devs, whatever you want to call them, the R&D, they're a bunch of wussies. Master Plan banned, Orcus banned. What are you doing? Where did Harp Horror wreck you, mate? Show me. What happened? What is going on? We already have Galatea limited to 1, Gursu limited to 1, Harp Horror limited to 1. The deck is not top tier, so why is this banned? Here is a sample deck of what the deck will look like. Oh, this one's playing Sky Striker. Interesting. There might be other cards that are also limited with Orcus. Let's see. You really can't play just one Harp Horror? That's the only Orcust. Interesting. Galatea has the name Orcus in her name, right? Orcus Automaton. So instead of making the deck playable, they just gut the deck. I don't like that. I think that they're, as someone who come from a game like League of Legends, when they change my main champion and completely redo them, that was my identity. I used to be a, what's the Mord Kaiser, Ja, Mord Kaiser player only. And when they completely change the character, that's like banning your deck. That's not cool. So all the Orcus players, I know there's a lot of players that identify as being an Orcus only player. If we look in the Discord, the Orcus chat, let's see, in the Discord right now, 32,000 messages of Orcus players discussing and enjoying the deck, and the TCG completely rips that away. We have guides on top of guides, deck lists, and for TCG to just strip this away from them, that's totally not cool. I do think it's undeserved. I think TCG, hopefully maybe after this video, they could take a harder look at their ban list and see that there is a spiral community. There is an Orcus community where these decks could coincide among the other decks and not be the best tier 0, even tier 1, just playable rogue decks that you completely dismantle these communities from being able to play. Totally not cool. What else is on here that the Degen releaser, is this on? I know this is kind of a floodgate. Degen releaser is banned both in Master Duel and in the TCG. Fiber Jar would be funny, reset the whole duel. Now for Master Duel and TCG, I would like to maybe say that the Dragon Rulers might be able to come back. What do you think about that? You tell me. Should the Dragon Rulers come back into the game? From my experience, the best thing they really did turn 1 was draw a ton of cards at Super Rejuvenation and have a Draco Sack turn 1. I don't think that the deck in current Yu-Gi-Oh! Would be that good. I did play during the tier 0 meta of Dragon Ruler. I did play with the deck. I topped regionals. I topped tournaments. I even played with the Dragon Ruler meta where they restricted all the cards, where you could use the different dimensions, summon all of them from the banish pile. I don't think they're fairly limited or I should say banned in the current meta of the game. Now, Supreme King, I don't recognize this on our ban list. Supreme King banned? Is this fairly banned? Let's see. Supreme King. It's fully unlimited. What little wussies are you? The Supreme King does enable a one-turn kill, to be fair. So the first turn kill is what this is restricting. And you know what? I'm going to put first turn kills and floodgates in the same boat. I'm okay with this. So I'm not going to call TCG a wussy for this. That's fine. I think first turn kills are incredibly toxic. Good. Good on you for this. I agree with this. It's fine. And moving on, Colossus. Why is Colossus banned? If we were to look in the Discord for the Thunder Dragon community, that's probably a large one. So we're going to be remembering that Orcus was 32,000 messages. The Thunder Dragon community, 109,000 messages. Are you kidding me? Colossus. Bro, what the heck is this? Holy shite. You take this all away from this community. Well, I could tell you why I think it is banned. The Colossus is banned due to how techable the card is. You tell me the theory or the idea behind Yu-Gi-Oh! If a card becomes too techable into too many decks like DPE, does it become a problem? Well, let's look at that problem in Master Duel. Is it being played in too many decks? Because it is very easy to summon, and I'll tell you how if you don't know. So it is limited to 1 in Master Duel, and let's check all the decks that are playing it. Thunder Dragon, of course, playing it. Prank Kids, a very small amount. Chaos is loving it, but why not? It doesn't. It's not like every deck is playing it like DPE. What really makes it super techable is the Corridor. The Corridor, and the Corridor. If you have any monster banished, the Corridor will return the banished monster back in the deck. Special summon this. Then you have a free Colossus, which is indestructible in battle and card effects. And your opponent cannot add cards from their deck to the hand. So it's kind of a floodgate built into it. So in that sense, I'm okay with it being banned, but it being tied to the whole Thunder Dragon deck type, that's when it's not okay. I don't think Thunder Dragon should be banned in the TCG. And I know that Corridor is also searchable with the pitch. Pitch. You pitch, search, Corridor, and now you can put Thunder Dragon in pretty much any deck. But the pitch is kind of tied to Crystron Hulk and to Auroradon, which we might find to be restricted also. Let's see. More banned card. Meow. Meow Moo. I know. DK doesn't know. I know that the adventure engine's coming, but really? Really? To just kill the card? 0? Just straight to 0? You don't want to deal with this? The OCG has this limited to 1, and we just had an OCG tournament on my channel, twitch.tv/Dkayed, and it didn't do anything. The prank kids didn't really do anything in our tournament. I think one got top 8, but it wasn't that great. And, you know, limiting the card to 1, also right now it's not top tier, but I know the adventure engine will be. Okay, to be fair, in my tournament we don't have the adventure yet. I do know that prank kids will be nuts with the adventure engine. The adventurers are coming. I know this. It's going to make the deck nuts. So I feel like the Meow Moo died for the adventure engine. Do you agree with that? You have to agree with me on that. That they did not limit the Water Enchantress or the Rite of Erismer, which is both limited to 1 in Japan, and the Meow Moo died for it instead. I do think so. So if they do ever end up limiting these cards, then maybe free up the Meow Meow, or everyone just hates prank kids. You tell me. This is kind of crazy that this is banned, though. Are you kidding me? And what's funny about the Master Duel prank kids is Roxy's is semi-limited, but it was mostly semi-limited because of Adamancipator being used in Adamancipator, teching into that deck, not so much the prank kids deck itself. Now, what else is banned that's funny? The Union Carrier. This, after playing a deck like ABC, by the way, your ABC is unlimited, is it not? ABC Dragon Buster? If I were to look for you, Control F ABC, there's nothing there. So I do think while most of your changes, you're a big fat wussy over it, but this is where Japan is a wussy over the ABC Dragon Buster. Why is this limited to 1? Totally not cool. But this is a deck that plays the Union Carrier in a non-toxic way. Without being toxic, the Union Carrier is going to be able to equip, let's look at a deck list here. This one doesn't even play it. Some people don't even play it. The Union Carrier could grab an A, B, or C that you're missing. It could set up the Galaxy Soldier play, where you equip the Galaxy equip and then you search for the Galaxy Soldier. I like that. But there's a big problem that I have with the Union Carrier, and it's only one problem, and that's going to be the Union Carrier being used with, let's see, are you ready? This is not cool. Shouldn't this card be banned instead? This is the Floodgate. Union Carrier is enabling a Floodgate, but why not just ban the Floodgate? Because if we look at Union Carrier itself, it's being used in other decks. I enjoyed it in Agents. I do combos of Agents. I make the Union Carrier. I equip the Ava onto the Union Carrier. The Union Carrier makes the Ava a lot better. But so what? I'm not floodgating you besides when I Christia you. That's cool. But that, I mean, that's not really enabling that. I could still Christia you anyway. So I do think the Union Carrier, yeah, what the hell, mate? What the hell? What else is banned? Mecha Phantom Beast Auroradon. Now, what's funny about the Auroradon is that it is flipped in the OCG. The Auroradon and the Hulk are connected together. What about Buster Blader? Okay, you know what? I'll go back. I'll click on the Buster Blader. Is Buster Blader even playing this? Don't even BS me, boy. Do you even need this Buster Blader, a pure Buster Blader deck? Are you going to tell me that this deck's not playable if you take away the Welt? Tell me that, because I don't know how the deck works. You tell me. Is this deck playable if we delete? Just get this out of here. You still have a play. It's still the same shite deck that's not top tier, right? It's playable. Just ban it. The Auroradon. I will tell you this. Not only do I try to look at things from my perspective, I do try to look at the game from the perspective as new players or just players playing in general. And I think Auroradon is really bad for the game, not only because it is so techable and sets up a bunch of negates, that's great, but it makes duels so much longer. I do think in weekly locals, it's okay to have a long duel as long as you're not going into time, because you're only restricted to 1 round at a time. Your opponent's not restricting you from playing the next player. You're in with your opponent till the end. That's okay. But in a game like Master Duel, the Auroradon's holding you up. It's a 10-minute freaking turn to do the Mecha Phantom Beast Auroradon. Gia's telling me how she's hopping back in the game to play, and every time the opponent summons Auroradon, she's just like, okay, I'm gonna go up and do laundry. I'm gonna go, you know, cook some food, then come back.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah.
Things.
Yeah, the things that the women do. Hello Fresh, shout out to you. Exclamation mark hello in the chat. So what's up with that? That was not sexist. That she likes doing those things. It's just,
okay.
I didn't know that women like that. I didn't know. I'm just learning that right now. Okay, thank you. But you tell me in the chat or in the comments, what should be banned? The Hulk or the Auroradon? What should be banned? because they're both connected. Now, if we look at the top decks page, we look at the last 2 weeks, what I could do is this little trick. Let's look at the you want to watch a bunch of decks disappear like this? You want to know when something's a problem? We're going to up arrow Hulk. Boom. A bunch of decks disappeared. Where'd they go? Because this is showing decks not playing Hulk. Now let's do up arrow Auroradon. Aurora. I don't, oh, okay, Aurora. Okay, let's try this. Ready for Enforcer? Let's up arrow Enforcer. We're not even there yet. Enforcer, that deletes so many decks that are playing these cards that are too techable. But you know what? I'm actually okay with the Enforcer. I'm not okay with how long it takes for Auroradon to pop off and how much negates it sets up. And the Auroradon is also setting up first turn kills. So we Dkayed, FTK, 99.9. It enables stuff like this. While generally this is not going to be a prevalent problem in tournaments or even so much on the ladder, I think more so because this deck is so expensive, but I don't think having consistent first turn kills like this, it's not healthy for the game. And a bit, you know how this video is 10 minutes? That's 10 minutes of me doing the entire combo. You should not be able to hold your opponent for 10 freaking minutes. So I'm with you on this. Hit the Auroradon or the Hulk, whichever you hit, it does fix the problem. I do think the Hulk itself is more techable than the Auroradon. So I think leaving the Hulk and deleting the Auroradon, that was the good thing to do. I think that was the right idea. So I will commend you for doing that instead of what Japan did, hitting Hulk. But I think Hulk hit in Japan was more so because of Splight, maybe, you tell me, being able to summon an Ash Blossom and then return it back to the hand. Now Electromite. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Why is Electromite restricted? Don't tell me that it's restricted because Pendulum's too good. Come on, man. Come on. Electromite banned? This is not even top tier in Masto, not even close to top tier. We had Endymon do well in an OCG ban list. This is a fun deck, but it's not top tier. Come on, man. Pendulum Magician. What other restrictions are they dealing with? They have the limited to 1 Iris, semi-limited Harmonizing, limited to 1 Astrograph, limited to 1 the other Chrono Sorcerer, this one. The Chronograph Sorcerer. Come on. And when we have Crystron Hulk, which I guess you did semi-limit the Auroradon, the Hulk is generally, the Electromite's not even that amazing. When I'm playing the Pendulum Magician deck myself, the Electromite, I'm generally doing it just to link climb up into potentially an access code talker. Turn 1 is generally be better making a Baron to floor anyway, which the Electromite could be a detriment towards you making your Baron to floor. Just saying. So this is them being wussies. I think Konami just doesn't understand or is afraid of the power of Pendulum. This shouldn't be banned. Unban it. What the hell, mate? Now, Samorg. Samorg, again, another card. You know what? It leads into a floodgate. So I'm going to be okay with the Samorg. The Samorg being banned, it is not in a top tier deck right now. Leerlush Tri-Brigade was hit by being the Cobalt semi-limited and the Tri-Brigade Fractal semi-limited, allowing them to still play Samorg. But even with being able to play Samorg, it's connected to the barrier statue. The barrier statue, no monsters can be special summoned except for win monsters. The majority are not even playing it. 41% are playing it. Being connected to the barrier, I do think, you know what, I'm gonna say this straight up. I don't care if you get angry about this. Ban the barrier. Ban this one. Ban the wind barrier. Who's with me? Fluanda, get the hell away from me. I don't want barrier in the game. You could free the Samorg. Samorg's fine. Ban the wind barrier. I don't think Flu or the Leerlush should even be summoning this. It's toxic. I hate floodgates. Get rid of this trash. Moving on. Anaconda. The Verte. I'm just going to be looking at ban cards. I didn't know how long this video would be. Let me know if you want me to do a more fuller restriction. Just looking at dubbing at the ban cards. Predaplant, Verte, Anaconda. Now, I'm okay with this being banned because DPE is in every deck. But the thing is, what I like about DPE is that DPE is in many ways interactive. It does make the games more interactive. I do think it's not really enabling crazy one-turn kills, first-turn kills, insane amount of negates. What I don't like about DPE is when it's popping Scythe. That's not cool. I don't like that. And what I don't like about DPE is you being able to draw to its Celestial. I don't like that. I don't like that one bit. And what I also don't like about DPE is when you hard draw Fusion Destiny. So it's just a difficult situation. Maybe if this were an online card game like Hearthstone, they could change Fusion Destiny to require 3 Destiny Hero bricks you got to put in your deck, and then it would be more balanced. But beyond that, hitting Anaconda is going to have collateral damage. I feel bad for any deck that's using it that's not summoning DPE. Prank Kids being able to summon the Butler with it. I know they're going to summon DPE with it too. Who else is a big deck that's going to be using it? Thunder Dragon. Why take away the Anaconda from Thunder Dragon? You don't even care about Thunder Dragon one bit because you banned the hell out of them. Cyber Dragon, I think they're just DPE in, right? No, Anaconda and Cyber Dragon also. You take that away. So a lot of these decks that are already not top tier, you then get ruined by banning Anaconda for different reasons. I'm not sure about the Anaconda being banned. I think Anaconda and the Fusion Destiny, just limit both of them to 1, and can we just ban Celestial? Is that a big deal? How about we ban Celestial, limit to 1 Fusion Destiny, keep Anaconda in the game? Is that a big deal? Does that kill anyone's deck? No, it doesn't. It doesn't. It balances the Fusion Destiny so much better. Have Fusion Destiny at 1. All the decks that use Anaconda could use it. That's what I would do if I was on the Konami team, and you can get mad at that. I don't care. Heroes don't even play Celestial. Like, the deck that would play it doesn't play it. Just ban it. Ban it, ban it, ban it. Grass that looks greener. You know what grass is? Grass is fun. And you know what TCG doesn't like? They don't like fun. If something's fun, they're going to ban it. The grass that's looking fun is banned. This is not top tier. It's not close to top tier, but it enables such fun decks that aren't Eldritch. Infernoid? Come on, man. Why not allow this to be a fun, powerful deck? Why would you take the fun away? Let me know why Grass That's Greener is banned. Unbanned, Pot Agreed. Hopefully you're just being funny, mate. I will smack you. The Grass That Looks Greener is enabling Infernoid to be a fun, powerful deck. Also, what's another deck that's using grass? That Witchcrafter likes grass. Grass in Shadow deck. Shadow can't have fun with grass. All the grass decks suck anyway. Just allow the grass to be in the game. You tell me what made grass too good in the TCG where they had to ban it. So I think even in the OCG, they semi-limit the grass. This is them being a big wussy, and maybe there's other reasons for banning the grass. Maybe grass being in the TCG makes duels longer because you don't have the convenience of the game auto-milling the deck to the exact deck size of your opponent, causing potential irreversible game states by milling too much or not enough or messing something up. Konami, what the hell? Unban the grass. Now, looking at Kaiser Coliseum, did you even know that this card was banned? Kaiser Coliseum, I abused this in Sky Strikers, but right now, no deck is abusing this. Kaiser Coliseum back in my day was abused with Bujin. Bujin was a helmet deck. You put on your helmet and then you auto-win with Bujin. But is Kaiser Coliseum doing anything right now? No, it's not doing anything. But guess what? I agree with this. It's a floodgate. I hate floodgates. Who cares? I don't care if it's a bad floodgate. But if you're going to have Kaiser Coliseum banned, then you should probably ban Summon Limit too. Because just get this trash out of here. Also hit Skill Drain. I'm okay with Skill Drain in a best-of-3 format with side deck. That's okay. But yeah, for Master Duel, I don't think floodgates should have any place in the game. Totally not cool, mostly. Now, what else is hit? What else is hit? Chicken Game. Why? Why is the Chicken Game banned? You know what? The most egregious thing that Konami is doing, you have Chicken Game banned, but the absolute fools, the fools, have Mystic Mine unbanned. Are you out of your damn mind? This is going to be banned on your next ban list because you look like an absolute fool where a triple Mystic Mine YCS deck got first place from Mystic Mine. You look goofy as hell, mate. Ban this right now. Jesus. But Chicken Game's banned. You tell me why. This is being played in NDME on a Chad deck. They don't want you to be a Chad. They want you to be a virgin little Mystic Mine abuser. What the shite is that? Makes no sense. Sometimes you do good things like Kaiser Coliseum. Yeah, screw floodgates. But then you have the ultimate floodgate unbanned? For what reason? Why? Maybe this card's worth a lot of money in TCG. Maybe the TCG Konami employees are selling this under the table. Once they get rid of their full stock of Mystic Mine, then they're just going to ban it? I don't know. You tell me. Is that a conspiracy? Does Konami do market manipulation? You tell me. Don't ban me. All right, moving on. Tempest Magician, that's some first turn kill nonsense. Ancient Fairy searching for cards like Necro Valley in Duel Links. I was not happy about that. But I think Ancient Fairy's doing some crazy wombo combos in TCG. I don't know what it was doing. You tell me. Dang Long. Dang Long, is it a problem if you have the Auroradon banned? Auroradon is banned. Is Dang Long really a problem? Dang Long is going to really not be that good. For Dang Long, you got to leave Dang Long on the field to use the 9-pillar negate. This is not a floodgate, it's just extra negates. It makes your Auroradon Hal combo have a higher ceiling of more things it could do. I don't really see this as a problem. You tell me, especially with the Auroradon being banned. It's not doing anything in Master Duel. You see all the 0%? It's barely. The 44% here. Zephyra likes it though. Zephyra, Rose Tenyi, barely any Sword Soul Tenyi. The number you want to look at is the 0, how high percent it is. I don't think Zephyra is really that big of a deal. Besides, you know, if you get rid of the Auroradon Hulk, then you're essentially getting rid of the Dang Long. So Dang Long being banned alongside the Auroradon, I don't think it makes too much sense here. I think this is just over banning. This is just an outdated ban in the context of the Auroradon being banned. Imperial Order, I'm good with that. Yes. I cannot, if you are a TCG only player and you're watching this video and you're probably pissed so badly that you're not even watching this far in the video, well, for those that are, Imperial Order is legal in Master Duel. And so is Vanity Emptiness. What the shite? This pisses me off. I do not want this in Master Duel. It just ruins the game. And the thing is, it's not so prevalent. If I play 100 matches in Master Duel, I might see it 10, maybe even 5. I might barely see it. But it's still a problem. Floodgate, get that trash out of here, mate. No to Vanity Emptiness. So you're Chads for this, but Konami Japan also has these banned too. So Master Duel is just behind. Why? Can we get this banned in our game too? Because you're totally cool for this. Moving on. Lion? Lion is banned. How afraid are you? How scared are you? Lion is banned. You banned Lion. This is just hilarious. This is them just throwing the whole kitchen sink at a fire. They see a fire in the kitchen and they just pick up everything. It's like, oh God, oh, just put it out, put it out. Lion should not be banned. Why? Why is this banned? I know it extends off of the Hulk and the Auroradon, but damn, this just looks not cool. You don't need this banned. All right, moving on. The Steam the Cloak, I mean, the Steam the Cloak I think is banned in Master Duel also. I don't really see this being used because it's probably banned. Banned in both games. If they're banned in both games, it's usually for a very good reason. Fishborg Blaster banned in both games. Zodiac Broad Bull. Rongo Bongo. Now, a lot of people... Gia, what do you think about Rongo? Should Rongo be banned?
I never see it.
She never sees it.
Well,
I don't see it anymore either, but...
If he's so good, why don't people play him?
This is kind of like Kaiser Coliseum at this point where no one... Where's Rongo? I can't find Rongo. There's no Rongo anywhere. So why is Rongo banned? I'm okay with it being banned. It's a floodgate. It's a floodgate. I'll commend you for this no matter how many people it pisses off. The majority of Phantom Knights are not playing Rongo. They replaced DPE with it. DPE is being played over the Rongo, but still. I think True King of All Calamities, which is, you do have that banned, right? Wait, hold up. Did I skip? There's True King. There we go. True King of All Calamities. Good. Good. Rongo, good. Less necessary. True King of All Calamities, I do think this is a good ban. I'd hate floodgates. Get the floodgates out of here, mate. Now, don't misconstrue my hate for floodgates with me playing them myself. When I play Master Duel, does that make me hypocritical? No, I'm going to use the strategy that wins. What I hate is when you push me to use floodgates. I don't want to use floodgates, but I'm going to use them if they win. And they win. So I'm going to use them. I don't want to use them. Make me not use them. Now, the number 42 Galaxy Tomahawk. This is not doing anything in Master Duel. What does this do? I'd have to maybe YouTube the big combo with this. What is this doing? Are we afraid of Armed Dragon using Galaxy Tomahawk? Are you kidding me? What's the play? What is this? Is this outdated or what? Stop being little wussies. Help out Armed Dragon today. Hey, they're playing Tempest. Maybe you should free up Tempest a little bit. Come on, man. Tomahawk? What the? Moving on. Laval Chain. I remember Laval Chain in my Infernity deck. That was nuts. That was nuts. Wind-Up Carrier ban. Didn't OCG free the Wind-Up Carrier? I'm not going to say too much on this because it is also banned in... Whoa, it's limited to 1. Yeah, you're wussies. This is nothing. See that? That means it's not being used in any deck. Why are you so afraid? What are you scared of, mate? Zen Matey, I was using that with Shockmaster. Now it's banned. I know it's banned alongside the Wind-Up Hunter, which rips your whole hand. Come on, man. Come on. Zen Matey. And you know what? I'm going to 100% accuse you of market manipulation with the Zodiac Trident. You banned a techable good engine because you wanted to make more money with your other techable good engines. You can't say that we're going to ban Trident because it's too techable, then give us DPE, then give us Water Enchantress, giving us the Adventure Package, give us Halcyon Auroradon. No, don't lie. You like when we are teching in the same package in every deck, it makes you a lot more money, and then this one just ran through its course. You squeezed the Trident dry. You squeezed her dry. Can I get a fan art of that? Konami squeezed Trident dry for all she's worth and then banned her. That is disgusting. Zodiac Trident is not really doing that much in Master Duel. I mean, it is in a tier 2. Okay, to be fair, Dkayed doesn't know his own thing. I do. Zodiac Tri Brigade, tier 2, but it's not really dominating, not being used in every other deck. If we look at the Trident, let's see how many people are playing Trident. Trident, past 7 days, random Ancient Warrior. Is pure Zodiac really a deck that we want to not allow exist? I guess what could be toxic about the pure Zodiac is how much room it has for hand traps. Let's look at a better example of the deck. There you go. This is a good example of how many hand traps they could play. I think a deck like this existing, it's okay. And the Zodiac Trident is not that techable. I think this is an outdated ban. And even if they were to unban it, I don't think it would have that much of a devastating impact. I know that the Zodiac Trident is tied to the Zeus, but I don't have a problem with Zeus being easily summonable. I'm okay with that. It's interaction. You could stop it. We stop it in Master Duel. It's not dominating Master Duel. Don't be a little wussy. This is fine. I'm okay with extremely powerful cards. I'm just not okay with powerful floodgates. That's not cool. This is not floodgate. This is a cool little play. Why not? To avoid this video being too long, that is it. I'm just reacting to the TCG ban list. I'm KEKWing at the TCG ban list, comparing it to Master Duel with my experience with Master Duel. You let me know if you want me to extend this into the other cards. Or wait, is there really even that much? You know what? Screw it. Screw it. You want to watch more of the video? We'll watch more of the video. Let's go. Dynamite is semi-limited. It looks like they semi-limit the Dynamite in every event. I'm going to say that True Draco did nothing wrong. It's the floodgates that come with it. This is the most free-to-play friendly deck. I do think new players should play True Draco, but the thing is, Master Duel is already fully free-to-play friendly. If Master Duel were Duel Links where it was inaccessible to play, then it would be the deck to play. If you click on free-to-play on the website, I mean, it's all True Draco. True Draco, it's a fun, simple deck. I think it's fine and dandy. I just don't like the skill drain. I would like skill drain to be banned. Please ban it. The Monarch's Erupt is not as bad as skill drain. You could play around it. You get their tribute monster off the field. It's less about dealing with the back row itself. More so, hey, if I could deal with their monster, then their floodgate goes away. I think that's a healthier floodgate. Skill drain, get that trash out of here. Imperial Order, come on. Look at this. It's putting in all the floodgates. Now, the Malicious, semi-limited, that's fine. Ben 10, we already talked about that, how that could be limited to 1. They could free up the Ava, which will be usable in other decks. It's going to help out with more deck diversity. Tenki semi-limited, we already have that. Fusion Destiny. I guess this being at 2 is healthy with your Anaconda being banned. Because with Anaconda being banned and Fusion Destiny at 3, that is enough Fusion Destiny where it's going to go back into everyone's deck again. I think so. I think 2 is the perfect number where if you don't have Anaconda, you don't play Fusion Destiny at all. But for heroes, I want them to have 3 Fusion Destiny. We just can't have it that way. Pata D being semi-limited, why? This is kind of weird. What's wrong with Pot of Desires being in the game? It's not a definitive card you just throw into every deck. What's wrong with making some decks more consistent? Let's see Pot of D, the 6th most popular spell, not even the number 1. Not every deck is using it. If we look at the top decks page and see how many decks disappear. So I'm going to load this up. Let's type in Pot of D. Boom. A ton of decks disappear. I think that's okay. It's Sword Soul Tenyi using it, so what? It's not... When you think of a top tier deck like Sword Soul Tenyi, you're not pissed that they have Pot of D, really. I don't really see that as toxic. I think that's okay. Moving on. Nadir Servant being semi-limited. Now, we have Nadir Servant limited to 1. Well, I'll tell you this, what I don't like about the Dogmatica is it does lead into a floodgate. If it weren't for Winda, then, you know, maybe unlimiting all the Nadir Servants and the Dogmaticas would be okay. I don't know if that's a dangerous thing to say. Would it be okay if we ban Winda, then Shadow hurts? I really like the Shadow deck, but I mean, come on, this freaking Shadow, Winda, Schism. Maybe if they banned one of these, then we could just free up the Nadir Servant, have more Dogmatica-focused decks. Maybe we could even unlimit the Magical Meltdown if we take out the Winda or the Schism. You let me know. But yeah, maybe keep Winda. Maybe just deal with Schism. Yeah, delete Schism. Ban Schism, and maybe free up more Invoker. Maybe. You tell me. You tell me. I don't feel too strongly about that. Maybe someone's going to freak out about that. Archfiend, that is limited for us also. Wyver Burster. What? What? Is this outdated or what? Wyver Burster? The Wyver Burster is comboed up with the Collapsed Serpent. I think the Collapsed Serpent is also limited to 1? What? Why? What? What is going on here? If we look at the statistics, yeah, okay, yeah, 2's being used in Dragon Link, but really? Really? This is a problem? Chaos decks are a problem. The thing is, a ban list is not always about balancing a game. I think it's for 3 reasons. A ban list is for balancing the game. A ban list is for making a game feel more fresh. And then a ban list for the 3rd reason that we all don't want to admit, but it is very real, is to sell more cards of other new cards. And I think something like this, maybe in the TCG, this is too popular, and you fools were not buying the new product. So they had to artificially limit the older product that you were using and refusing to buy new product with. And there you go. That's what you get, you dumb little pay pigs. All right, moving on. Spiral, we already talked about the Spiral. The Phantom Sky Blaster, is this even restricted in Master Duel? It's not. What's the problem here? I think I was using this in the Rare Normal Festival. This seems really outdated. Even on Master Duel, no decks are using it. The Limit 1 Festival, Normal Rare Festival, what happened here? This is outdated. Just undo it. Come on, what are you doing? What are you doing? Armageddon is limited for us too, but Dark Grepher? Why is Dark Grepher limited to 1? Why? Is this just to sell more product or something else, then you forgot about the Grepher? The Grepher is not even a big deal in any deck. No deck is using it more than 50% of these decks right here. Really? Free the Grepher. Free the Grepher. Don't be a wussy. Saberstein, I'm okay with being limited. Screw that card. I hate that card. That card cucked me going into Worlds one year, but it's okay. We went back to Worlds multiple times after that. Danger. Danger limited 1. Is this semi-limited for us? It's not even limited. Well, I think we have some Danger cards limited. Let's see. Danger, Control F. We have the Jackalope and the Danger Snick. Let's see all the Danger cards that are limited in Master Duel. Just the Jackalope. What's the problem? We're afraid of the Danger Dark World deck that I'm going to be uploading on YouTube soon, where if your opponent max sees you ought to win. Doesn't seem like a problem. Seems outdated to me. Pankratops limited. I mean, you know, it's limited Master Duel too. I do think it should be freed up. Why not? It's an interactive card, and no one's really using it outside of Dinos. Some decks are using it. Sky Striker's using it. I'm not going to talk too much about the Pankratops, but since you brought it up, not me. I was going to skip over it. Look what you made me do. Yeah, it's Luna Luna Kaiju. They're liking it, but mostly Dinos are using it. So it's not really a big deal. I don't care if you think it's a big deal. You're wrong. Misk. You're not allowed to play Dinos in TCG. They're not even top tier in Master Duel. Dinos is a really fun. That's one of my. Not cool. That is not cool. There is a huge Dino community, and the deck is not really toxic. It's not top tier in Master Duel. I think it's one of my most favorite decks to play, and you have the Misk limited? Are you kidding me? If you're a TCG player, you want to see how free Dinos are? I'll show you. We're free. We are so free. We got the full Fossil Dig. I'm sure you have all that all too, right? Just the Pankratops and the Oviraptor. I think your Oviraptor is unlimited, right? Let's check the Oviraptor. Oviraptor. Okay, good. Good on you. But Misk? Come on. Come on. Misk is so much fun. Have you read it? It's amazing. Moving on. Not cool. Not cool. Not cool. True King? True King? What is this? Why? What the trash is this? Did some Konami employee get trashed at their locals by some YouTuber and then they were uploaded on YouTube? Because, like, this is a joke. This is an absolute joke. What is this? Why is this limited to 1? How trash you have to be at the game to think that this card should be limited to 1. This is absolute garbage. Look at your opponent's extra deck, banish up to 3 monsters. Oh no, they might banish the DPE and you're gonna have less DPE sales. Unban this, no excuse. Snow. Snow's kind of tied with the Grassset Screener. So with Grassset Screener being banned, what is 3 Snow gonna do? If I were to look on, let's look at actual analytics, which is a big shame that TCG is severely lacking in actual analytical data, which soon will not be the problem. We're gonna have YugiOhMeta.com. If I look at Snow and then I up arrow Grass, only some decks are not touching Grass and playing Snow. They're gonna probably be playing the Riser Dragon, right? They're gonna have Riser with it. Some of them. I don't see a good reason why Snow is limited to 1. I like Snow. Snow's cool. Snow is, what I really like about this is being able to banish your field with Snow. I think it creates such smart plays. This is really cool resource management. It's very cool for dodging skill drain, dodging activate effects, banishing your card, jumping on the field. You feel like an absolute boss with Snow. Any card that makes me feel like I need my toggle on during my opponent's turn, I love it. I love my toggle being on. My toggle is on with Snow, and it's off with the freaking TCG because it's limited. Morphing Jar. Yeah, just ban this card. Well, I don't even like it. I'm biased. I lost to a Morphing Jar because some dude palmed it, but then I unlost because I caught him palming it. I lost game 1 to Morphing Jar. Game 2, I counted his deck in my head, and it's 39 cards. What'd I do? Grabbed his D, went to the judge. Nope. Where's your Morphing Jar? DQ! Why is Striker semi-limited? Isn't it already just played at 1? It's unlimited in Master Duel. Okay, it is played 2 in Dragon Link. Some play it at 1. The other decks, majority, they do play it at 1. Is this really a big deal? What is going on? This is an instance where they're just trying to sell you onto other product. They know you really like the Chaos deck with the Wyvern Burster, the Collapse Serpent, the Striker Dragon. You feel like a Dragon Link Chad because you are a Chad for playing Dragon Link. And they don't want you to have a favorite deck forever because then they don't make any more money on you. So they have to just slap your deck for no good reason. Totally not cool. Holy shite. Why? This is an assault on all Chads. Alerting all Chads. Why would you hit the Servant of Endymion? The chicken game is banned. The Servant of Endymion is limited to 1. I think they even did something to Into the Void or Upstart Goblin. I'm about to get to that. What the hell? This is the most Chad deck in Yu-Gi-Oh! What makes a deck a Chad deck? The more different it is than other decks, because you look at the most popular used cards, guess what a Chad deck doesn't use? Doesn't use Ash, doesn't use Max C. You think Max C is so broken? Well, this deck is so Chad, it doesn't even use Max C. And you're gonna restrict the deck that doesn't conform to buying all the staples? Come on. This limited 1 for us too. The monkey board, I think that's an unlimit for you, and we have it banned. Sure, I know this is not doing anything in your meta, so sure, commendable, good, fine. Luna Light Tiger, an outdated ban. Would you look at that? An outdated limit, outdated. What did the Luna Light Tiger do to you? What did it do? Because it's unlimited and it's chilling. It's not doing anything. It's not even close to top tier. Not even close. Come on. Luna Light deck, Luna Light Tri Brigade, Luna Light Danger, Luna Light Raid Raptor. Free the furries. There's someone who's anti-furry at Konami for this card being limited to 1. I know there's crazy combos with it. I know that it's a soft once per turn, return it, replay it, return it, replay it, summon for the grave, return it, replay it. Yeah, that's crazy. But you know, it's not crazy enough to even be top tier. And it doesn't lead into any floodgates, which generally is my philosophy. But what I'm also against, in addition to floodgates, is if this is causing 10-minute turns, you let me know. Do you have a TCG history where this is causing 10-minute turns, you're falling asleep on your opponent's turn? Then maybe I'm okay with that, because I do think that idea with Spiral, while it's funny that the Master Plan is banned, Konami's pissed that the Master Plan deck Spiral is going into time every round. So decks with over-convoluted, long, boring combos, it's outdated Yu-Gi-Oh! Let's have quicker combos. You know what's not outdated is how quickly Sword Soul and Tri Brigade could do their turn 1 without boring you to death. That's what Yu-Gi-Oh! Should more so be like. I don't care that you have 10 negates on your field. I care that it takes 10 minutes to set up 10 negates on your field. That's what I care about. Build the best castle you want, but don't take forever to freaking do it. Moving on. Card Destruction, Harpy Feather Duster. I think it's time to just free the Duster. Why not free the Duster? In so many instances, a quick play back row removal is better than Harpy Feather Duster. Get that out of here. Draco Face Off. I don't even know what the hell this is. Is this banned in Master Duel? I've never seen or heard about this. Hey, limited for no reason. Limited for no reason. That's why I've never heard this. It's limited in TCG for no damn reason. I don't even care what it does. I know it's not doing anything, so it should be unlimited unless it's a floodgate. Now, I can't really talk about Sky Strikers because all the different cards are limited in different ways. It's going to be too much of a back and forth. If we look at Sky Striker in Master Duel, Kagari, I know you have that fully unlimited. And instead, you got limit. I think Engage is limited to 1. You got the Hornet Drones limited to 1. Multi-roll limited to 1. You had to limit to 1 a bunch of other cards to keep the Kagari free. Ooh, look at that art. That's nice. So there's not really much I could say about the Sky Striker. Gold Sark, maybe this is outdated. This is kind of connected to Thunder Dragon, right? If we look at Thunder Dragon, it might be the only deck that's really using it. Despia could banish the Tragedy, trigger the Tragedy. Is it really a big deal? Is Metaphys? Are we worried about Metaphys? Metapiss? Really? This deck is trash. Necroface? I mean, that's totally not cool, right? Gold Sark, Necroface. Wait, this is not even once per turn? Back in my day, we used Gold Sark like a Chad. You want to know what a Virgin does with Gold Sark? They use Gold Sark to trigger a monster effect on Banish. That's a Virgin loser way to do it. A Chad banishes their card to wait 2 turns for it. That was the main use of Gold Sark back in my day. They weren't triggering effects. They weren't doing combos. They would Gold Sark, banish the Judgment Dragon, and you would wait 2 turns for it. You look your opponent in the eyes, you're dead in 2 turns, buddy. Moving on. D-Fissure, it's kind of a floodgate. Yeah, that's fine. Call by the Grave. Come on. Come in. I think Call by the Grave is... It's okay. I think hand traps are healthy. I don't like the power of turn 1. You tell me if you agree with this as a TCG player. In Master Duel, turn 1 is insanely imbalanced. Imbalanced, unbalanced, not balanced. Turn 1 is too good. And the turn 1 player having Call by the Grave makes it even more imbalanced. But the turn 2 player having Call by the Grave, that's okay. I think when you're trying to dismantle the castle and you have Call by the Grave to help you, that's healthy. But maybe this is okay. This balances turn 1 a bit more. I'm okay with that. Turn 1's too good. Yeah, Into the Void. Look at this. What little losers. Again, this is who got chadded. Someone lost their sister, their mother, their loved one to an Endymion player that works at Konami, right? Some Endymion player took your mother. Yes? Because all I see is restrictions. I can't even type it. Master of Magic. I can't even type it. I'm shaking. I'm furious. Why did you overly restrict this deck? Limit to 1. Banned. Limit to 1. Limit to 1. What a joke. What an absolute joke. Into the Void, Chad deck, restricted. If this is being used in some toxic first turn kill deck, great. Get rid of it. Otherwise, in the context of Endymion, free the Void. Free the Void. Moving on. Is Mind Control outdated for both games? Wait, isn't Mind Control unlimited and not doing anything in Master Duel? What? Konami, you're literally your mother right now. Your room's dirty. What is this old ass cereal under your bed for months? Like, what are you doing? Just clean up your damn room. This is just sloppy. You forgot cards. This is so outdated. For no reason, this is limited to 1 because you're lazy. Do your thing. Do your job correct. It's your damn job. Monster Gate. I think that's limited to 1 also, right? No, I don't think. Wait, hold on. Is it? No. Infernoid? Another Chad deck? What kind of virgin loser is working at Konami restricting all the Chad decks? Grasshead Screener, 2 Chad, 2 Alpha. Monster Gate, 2 Alpha. Wait, isn't Reasoning also going to be limited? Right? That's what a loser would do. Reasoning. Yup. Chad Reasoning. Oh my God. This is... What is this? What is this? You trying to balance your game? We don't want a random Chad to walk in at the locals and maybe win. No one's going to be winning YCSs with Into the Void Reasoning. Maybe a Chad would, but come on. What is wrong with Reasoning, Into the Void? These are literal cards that make decks different. They don't lead into floodgates. They make the games a lot more exciting. Reasoning's not dominating any tournament in Master Duel, but any deck I play with Reasoning, I just feel so much better. It's so much more fun. It's exciting. Why suck the game dry? Why suck the excitement out of the game? What an absolute joke. Monster Gate, Reasoning, unlimit them right now and it won't do anything in TCG. If it does, deal with it. Upstart Goblin. As we're talking about being a little loser, Upstart Goblin restricted. Again, in the Chad deck. This is an attack against all Chads. If you're a Chad in the chat, I want to see some Mages. I want to see Mage. I want to see Rage. This is not cool. This is an assault on you, on your playstyle. Your lifestyle of being a Chad is under attack. Endymion, they love Upstart Goblin. Even Dark Magician stacks a shiny little Dark Magician card in the top of the deck, and they're not allowed to chicken game it to the hand? They're not allowed to upstart it to the hand? Are you kidding me? Why? Dark Magician needs all the damn help it could get, and Upstart Goblin helps the deck. Just free this. Freaking Patrick Hoban doesn't even play the game anymore, right? That's the only reason this was banned, to attack him? Jeez. These vendettas at Konami is ridiculous. Librarian Limited, I guess that's okay. I don't think this even makes sense. The Shooting Riser, what is any deck playing 2? Is any deck playing 2 Riser? That's literally a card that's only played at 1. What? Who's playing 2? I'm gonna find the person playing 2. No one is playing 2. No one. 0, 0, 0. Is this just a fake attempt to show that you're doing something? Because you did nothing. Was this just, hey, Jimmy the intern, would you like to limit a card to 1? All right, there you go. Shooting Riser, good job. Cosmos and D-Fissure being set limited to 1, I'm okay with that. They're floodgates. That's fine. Sekka Light. You know, I'm okay with the Sekka Light being limited to 1. I think that this is usually used in a degenerate deck. This is crazy. It's a Pot of Greed. It's better than Pot of Greed. It's draw 2, then return a monster, draw again. Are you kidding me? Luna Kaiju, they don't really need this. But, you know, I mean, Kaiju is kind of a Chad deck. Again, attack on the Chads. You tell me. Let me know in the chat. Is Kaiju a Chad deck or a Virgin deck? Is this Virgin or Chad? You tell me. Because again, we're seeing a pattern here. If anything is too alpha or Chad-like, they're going to restrict it. They don't like that. They don't like you making them feel small. Card Demise, I'm okay with that. This limited to 1, maybe this card should even be banned. This is not cool. I'm only not cool with this because it draws into floodgates. Not cool. And to think that your opponent could top deck a card Demise after dominating them, you plow through all their floodgates, and then they card Demise draw into 3 more floodgates. It's disgusting. Draw 3, that's trash. I hate when things are unearned. Unearned advantage, unearned winning. Floodgates is unearned. Drawing into 3 cards or card Demise, that's unearned. I don't like that. You gotta earn your win. Moving on. What else is good? Time Seal. I mean, do we have this banned? Or, yeah, you know, skip your draw phase. That's, you know, I don't know about that. Yeah, it's whatever. Okay, you know, you're trying that out with the Yata-Garasu. That's fine. Yeah, Garasu. Okay, I understand. Back in my day, I would summon Yata. Yata was how much money did you get? 100 bucks? You know what a little baby would do? They'd limit slash draw to 1. But no, okay, to be... Hey, Konami. Good thing I don't play TCG, because I made a lot of money on my YouTube video. I got Dkayed FTK by single spell. I think it's like my most popular video ever. So good thing. Yeah, that's slash draw, first turn kill. Okay. I don't like first turn kills, but I like 738,000 views. Check out the video. That's fine. Moving on. Jet Synchron, this was good. This was, there's probably a lot of screaming, crying, and puking at Konami over unlimiting the Jet Synchron from being banned to limited to 1. I'm glad there's at least one Chad at the Konami office that pushed this to limit 1. Maybe they sneaked it in. This card's fine, not a big deal. The biggest problem with this card was that you were using it with the Auroradon, okay? Auroradon is banned. You could free this up because... Who's a Chad? Yusei's a Chad. Yusei loves Jet Synchron, and that's fine. That's fine for them to play it. Where are my Yusei players at? Synchrons. Yeah, there you go. They love it. The Synchron is great. Let them do their thing. I don't like how long the turns take with the Junk Speeder, but you know what? If you can't stop the Junk Speeder, just sit back, enjoy the plays, put on some music, put on the Clear Mind. It's fine. Is this also limited Master Duel? Birdman, back in my day, you'd Gearja Gear, summon 2 Gearjas, return the Gearja Gear, summon Birdman into the Car Curry special, wham bam, thank you ma'am. That's one of the early big combo decks. That's where I think Yu-Gi-Oh! Started getting crazy. And it's limited 1 here also. Red Rose Dragon, okay, that's okay. We don't really comprehend the Red Rose Dragon being nuts yet in Master Duel because we don't have the adventure package coming. I know that the adventure package with the Griffin, Rose Dragon, you're going to be able to make the Baron to Floor, search, big plays. That's fine. I've already fell asleep. Beatrice limited to 1. Is this reasonable? Is it? How are you really playing more than 1 Beatrice in the decks you're playing in? Burning Abyss, 100% playing 2, but is that a problem? Drytron's already playing at 1. That's the best deck that's playing Beatrice. This seems outdated. That's an outdated. Free the B. Atrice. Freer. Why? Not cool. 2 Dante, 2 Beatrice. 2 and 2. Put them together. Unban. Don't be a whiny little loser over this. Just Let Burning Abyss be better. I want to play the deck. I got to try it out. I know it's doing well in Duel Links right now. You got Triple Dante in this one. So outdated. Daigusto Emerald, shuffling cards back in the deck. I feel like an Exodia deck would do this. All right, Exodia would play this trash. Yeah, it's it's fine. Limited 1. I'm not going to complain. It's already it's just limited. I don't know why limit to 1. I don't know why Konami does this sometimes. A card that's only played at 1, they limit to 1. Why? And then the Leerlust Recital. This, I think that Recital and Simorg can be free if you just ban the shitey strategy of having a barrier statue of Stormwinds. I don't want Floowandereeze or Leerlust playing this card. Ban the barrier. Who cares about the barrier? It is a toxic, degenerate, unearned strategy to win with a barrier statue. Delete this card, then free the birds. Free the birds. I don't know why we're seeing so much anti-furry stuff on this ban list, but just let people live their life. Leerlusk, pure Leerlusk is a pretty cool deck where you could, the Assembled Nightingale, then a bunch of recitals. We just had an amazing tournament. It was a meme tournament, so the top tier decks are banned. He had triple recital on the field. Triple recital with the Assembled protecting them from being destroyed. You also take no battle damage, and then swinging in all 3 recitals to reflect battle damage. That's hilarious. I'd be pissed if I was on the opposite end of that, but I got to cast it, and that was just amazing. It was beautiful. I think maybe the recital's limited to 1, but also due to UDF. You tell me, the Utopic, but I mean, is Utopic really a problem? Is this really a big deal? This is why it's, it takes away some power from the deck, but I don't think give them back UDF. Is that really a big deal? UDF, when they have the barrier taken away, not a big deal, not a big deal. And that is it for the TCG ban list reaction. You let me know if you enjoyed the video. You let me know how much this video triggered you. Call me a Duel Links player. Call me whatever you want. I am 10 times better than you. Thank you very much. Fools.